everyone, today we're waking up from the beautiful town of Noosa in southeast Queensland. It is, as you can see, once it focuses, it is an absolute not a brand new spanker, just an absolute spanker of a day. That said, I got here about probably 2 days ago now, so been here for a couple of days. I'm here for a week, and hopefully the weather holds out. I think there's going to be rain throughout the week, later on in the week, but for now it's looking good. Anyway, this morning I'm going straight out. It's about 8 o'clock now. I'm going to go out mountain biking out in Tawanton. There's a couple of tracks that I've been to last time. I was here, but I didn't film anything last time. So I'm going to go out and do that now. But before I go out and do that, I just want to show you some footage yesterday because I actually went out jet skiing. It was perfect weather, you know, flat as. There was a couple of waves, a bit of swell on that, but not really too much. And yeah, I've got to say, money well spent. I think I do this pretty much every time I come to Noosa. And to be honest, I haven't looked at the footage yet, but hopefully it's good. So check out the footage from the jet skis, and after that, I'll see you when we get to the mountain bike park. Oh, how good is jet skiing? This is sick, and check out the view too. All that bay. Pretty sick. Alright, here we are, Tawanton National Park, and the one trail that I just love is one over here, and that is the Trailblazer. Just going to take it slow on my first run because I haven't ridden for months, and you know, it's a pretty gnarly run when you go fast on it, so hopefully I don't crash. Alright, I just had lunch. As you can see, I've got my GoPro on again. Hopefully you enjoy the footage. I think it turned out pretty well. I'm yet to see it on the computer. But now I'm actually going for another ride because I'm going to go for a ride into Noosa Heads itself. For those who don't know the area, I'm in Noosaville, which is basically on the river. Noosa Heads is on the beach, and Noosaville is just slightly away from it on the river, just over the bridge. And also for those who are wondering where I'm staying, so I'm in an apartment here. It's a place called the Regatta Noosa. It's basically, well, as you can see here, that's the river right there. So it's a cracking spot, and definitely would recommend any of you to come here. I don't know what the other apartments are like, but this one's sick. Just for reference, I mean, there's a restaurant, German restaurant, and a bunch of other restaurants either side. And then there's all the jet ski and boat hires also down here as well. And there's like a little sort of rooftop bar / pub thing where everyone goes and listens to music quite a bit. So, beautiful spot. All right, let's see how busy Noosa is. I think it's going to be very busy, counting on the fact that it's a public holiday. Let's go. so just made it here. I'm currently at the Noosa Spit. It's about probably, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the arvo, so pretty sunny, pretty low tide at the moment too. Basically what it is, this comes out, this is the river mouth here, and this runs out to, if you can see over here, this beach is basically, so that's basically Noosa main beach, which runs all the way around up to those coves up there, which is Tea Tree Cove and Granite Bay after that, and then there's, you know, Boiling Pot, Hell's Gates, all that sort of stuff. But that's where the main sort of national park walks and things like that are up there, and that's where I'm going to be going tomorrow, hopefully, if the weather holds out. As you can see, unfortunately the surf is pretty, like, it's dead flat at the moment. It's not really good for anything except jet skiing, which I'm already done, so can't do that again. But hopefully there's a southerly swell pushing up over the next few days, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that'll bring some surf with it. But yeah. For those wondering too, who's never been to Noosa, the way to get here, you've got to go through Hastings Street and come all the way up, back and around. Just a bit of a note, if you've never been here, Hastings Street is the busiest, it's the main street of Noosa, and it is a bitch to get parking, an absolute bitch. To come up and get a park in Hastings Street is like finding a 4-leaf clover, so generally what you've got to do is come all the way down towards the farther side of the beach, towards the Spit, and it basically, it just depends on how far you want to walk. You'll find parks down near the Spit, but it's going to be really depending on how busy it is. Obviously today's pretty busy because it's a public holiday. Bit of a scenic shot here. So I'm actually at, what is this, the watchtower. So I'm behind here because it's not windy behind here and it is around there. So that's the ocean out there. And that's the Spit. And then if you turn around gradually out the back there, we'll go into the sunshine hinterland, which is also a very nice spot and somewhere I need to explore. I think that's out there, that's Mount Tinbirwa. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think that's what it's called. I might actually go there tomorrow. But anyway, that was good to get some sun, get a bit of exercise once more. I'm gonna head back now so I can go get some dinner, go for a bit of a walk on the river for the sunset and enjoy it. Also, if you're wondering too, it is much more expensive to stay in Noosa Heads itself, especially on Hastings Street, than places like Noosaville and even Sunshine Beach, all that sort of stuff. So if your money's tight, Noosa Heads probably not the greatest option. Come here for a day trip. Also, in my opinion, I think, to be honest, I like Noosaville more these days. I've been coming here for like basically every year since I was young, and I think Noosa Heads has become overrated. It's still nice, it's still great, obviously the beach and all that, the like tea tree and granite's always awesome, but I find the actual, like for me, Hastings Street's pretty overrated. It's pretty sort of, I don't know, it reminds me kind of Byron in that sense, because there's a lot of just, you know, shops, like clothing shops, real expensive stuff, jewelry shops, art shops, all that sort of stuff, which isn't really my thing. And also I think the better restaurants are in Noosaville. That's my tip, my recommendations. You might think otherwise, but that's just what I think. All right, about 4:45 in the arvo, and it is a pearler of an arvo once again. Have a look at this. Great skies, wind's calm, nice view of the river, and out there the sun's setting. You can see out there in the distance, little yachts and boats and catamarans out there, jet skis, boats going past, people still walking, enjoying sunset. And what's even better is I've got either my chairs here or my little sun lounge friend here that I can go and just sit and listen to the music that I've got in the background and just enjoy the sunset. How good's living. How good's coming to holidays to Noosa, I should say, more like it. And what's even better is I've got homemade lasagna for dinner. Yes! Welcome to part 2. Today is, oh man, my gooch is sore. Yesterday was the first time I've been mountain biking in like I don't know, probably 6 months, and it feels like someone's bashed me in the gooch. Let's just say cross-country bike seats are not very comfortable. Anyway, it's Tuesday, the long weekend is over, so it's officially the work week again for most people, not for me this week, luckily. So hopefully it should be pretty quiet here in Noosa. The weather, it's a bit, it's pretty cloudy, but it doesn't look like it's going to rain anytime soon, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get another good day without rain. Just been for a swim in the pool. Actually, it was really nice, really refreshing to get in there first thing in the morning. It's about probably 7 o'clock right now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some brekkie, and then I'm going to head on out. I'm either going to go for a walk up to the national park, or we're going to hire some scooters and then go for a bit of a ride around the place, because it's a real good way to explore sort of more than you can normally see in a car and also in a bike, because you're going faster. But really it's just going to depend on how the weather holds up for us, so fingers crossed. But anyway, welcome to the vlog. All right, here at the national park, time to go for a walk. It's pretty windy, but the surf is flat as a tack. But it's a nice day for a walk, so let's go. Check this out. Now this, welcome to Australia. Check out this big ass spider up here for all you international people. And my friends, you can see him just there. I have no idea what breed of spider that is, but that's probably about as big as my hand, if you can see it. Probably better from this angle. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm here now at Tea Tree Bay. Oh, fuck. This is the first bay around, so I probably walked maybe a couple hundred meters from the National Park car park. And this is the beautiful first bay that you get to, as you can see here. It's quite a big cove. Normally, during the school holidays, this will be pretty packed, but because it's, back to work, back to school today, it's pretty quiet, so it's nice to actually see it in a sort of more natural sort of scene where there's only a few people around. Unfortunately, there's the tiniest wave coming around the bay, but it's still it's probably like half a foot, nothing amazing at all. All right, now I'm gonna continue on back around to Granite Bay. Now you might not be able to hear me because of all the waves behind me, but we're here at, the end of Granite Bay. So this is the next one around from Tea Tree. It's probably about, what do you reckon, 2-3 times the size of Tea Tree? Yeah. Got the old man behind the camera. So it's a good walk. The only thing for Granite is, say, Tea Tree, you got the parking and the wheelchair access. However, once you get to Granite, it's basically the first bit's paved and then the rest of it is a gravel road. So it's good to come round. We've got this pretty sick spot here that looks out onto the headland out there, which is the Noosa Ferry pools and Hell's Gates. And then, yeah, that's all granite back in there. So there is a beach behind there, as you can see. And you can see there's a couple surfers out here. Old mate's got his jet ski out, which is a good idea. But yeah, if you want to come for a longer walk, it's definitely a good spot to come, and even when it's not windy, it'd be a good place for a picnic or something like that. But yeah, as you can see, there's really no surf, because basically how it works in Noosa, the further you go around, generally the bigger the surf is. So if there's no surf here, it means there's no surf back at Noosa itself. But yeah, welcome to Granite Bay. Also, I forgot to say, around there, today's not really a good day, so I won't go around, but around the other side of the headland is what's the Noosa Ferry pools. It's just basically some rock pools, so when it's not windy and the water's calm, really good place to swim. I'll put some photos up anyway, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. All right, time to head back for lunch. All right, so now I'm back at the apartment. It's about 4 p.m. I had a pretty lazy arvo, to be honest. Got back, had some lunch, and then just sort of chilled out here in my room. You know, watched some Netflix, some TV shows, things like that. But now it's about 4 p.m. Now I've got to get ready because I'm going to leave my old man here at the apartment by himself and go meet a friend of mine in Noosa to have some drinks and dinner with. Don't know how late I'm going to be out, so if I don't see you tonight, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another beautiful sunny day here in Noosa. The weather forecast said rain, but no, it's not rain. It's sunny here. Excellent. At least for the first bit of the day, it's sunny. But to be honest, I can't see a cloud, so that'll at least give me a couple of hours of sun. But anyway, welcome to another day. It is currently, Wednesday today, so we're halfway through the week. You know, getting closer and closer to leaving. But I'm currently here at the Sunshine Beach or Noosa skate park. This is a park that I've been to quite a lot. I came here a lot as a kid before it was remodeled, and now as you can see it's all like redone with concrete, which is nice. It's actually a pretty good park now compared to what it used to be. And really, I've realized that skating, surfing and mountain biking are three things that these days I only really do when I'm on holidays. So it's kind of pretty sad because I probably should do them more because I enjoy them a lot, and it also means I never get better because I never do them. But absolute cracker of a morning. As you can see, there is no one here at all except myself. So that rarely happens at a skate park because generally you get, you know, the hobos coming, but I'm just going to make use of it while I've got it, get a few hours in. I think me and the old man are going to go hire scooters later. Unfortunately, because he's got his motorbike license, I don't. I think I'm going to get stuck on a 50cc, which means it's going to be like a little clown on one of those bikes, but that's all right. It'll still hopefully get me up the hills. I'm going to go for a skate and I'll see you after. Coffee time. What is it? Little Cove Coffee Company. This place makes such good muffins. Good place to stop. That's good. That's very good. Time to see if they have a helmet that fits me. Fingers crossed. cracking spot for a sunset. That's the hinterland over there. There's Noosa under the trees. Obviously you can't see it, but beautiful day out in the water once again. Just in time for the rain to come, Savo. You've got to be shitting me! I'm giving her all she's got, Captain! You just can't do it, Captain! Oh, fuck! I need your assistance! Here we go, I'm picking up speed, here we go! So I'm done on the scooters now, and I've got to say, pretty good experience. So for 6 hours, it works out to be super cheap. Like, what was it? I think it was about 45 bucks for 6 hours of scooter rent, and then about $3-4 for petrol. So compare it to something like jet skis, which is basically kind of, well really, for an hour, it's kind of like 3 times the price. So it's much more expensive. And the good thing about it is you don't actually have to have a motorbike license to ride them. You can still ride a 50cc. Granted, like I said, you are limited to a 50cc, which will cap you off at 50 k's an hour. However, it's still a good way to see the place. And a bit of fun too if you like riding bikes. But now I've come to I think it's Tinbiwa. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I'm here for the sunset, and it's a cracking arvo, gotta say. Perfect weather for it. And there's barely anyone here, which is even better. Also, the guy that I hired the scooter off was what's his name, George? I think the place is called Scooter Mania. So if anyone wants to look it up, Scooter Mania, located in between Noosa and Noosaville. But yeah, like I said, check it out. Here, walking to the top of Mount Tinbiwa, however you pronounce it. It's actually quite close to Noosa. Like, for me, it was a 20-minute drive from Noosaville to get here. So it's not that far at all. And what's even better, you drive basically all the way to the top on a road through the trees, which is a nice drive. And then you walk up a paved and then rocky path to the top. And it's got 360-degree views too. So you could come here for sunset, come here for sunrise, or just come here during the middle of the day. I'll meet you at the top. Didn't even realize. I'm sure if you can hear that racket down there, it's a bunch of kids. They actually do abseiling up here, for those who are brave enough to do it. This is the path. Nice and easy walk. Not too hard. Definitely not wheelchair access, obviously, because there's steps, but you could bring an old person up here and they should be right. How good. It's quite windy up here, so hopefully you can hear me, but this is an absolute banger of a view. Like, obviously back there you can't really see, that's out to the west where the sun's setting, all the hinterland. Over here we've got more, back up north, a bunch more, and then down there, that's Noosa, my friends. And I'll see if I can get zoom in on it. Down in there, there's a little rainbow. Oh, isn't that nice? Like I said, if you like a quick hike, or you like hiking but you're not a very physical person, definitely a great spot to come. Also, like I said, it's good to come for a sunrise, a sunset. Really, if you can find some pillows or something to put on your blanket, you may be able to have a picnic, but as you can see down there, it's just rock, so it's going to be pretty hard ground to sit on. However, if you just come up for a quick trek and a bit of a lookout, pretty good. Like I said, only 20 minutes from Noosaville, so nice and close. All right, I'm gonna go watch this sunrise, and then I need to figure out what I'm gonna have for dinner. Difficult decisions. I too have an uncle.
According to my uncle, who's a real whiz with volcanoes, a volcano is coming this way.
I too have an uncle. Come in.
Surely I'm not the only one who gets random Family Guy and Simpsons quotes in their head. Or am I? Alright, so it's about 6:30 now. Just got me dinner. I'm going to have some Indian tonight, just because it's a nice easy meal. I'm going to end the vlog here. Basically, I've got 2 to 3 days left here at Noosa. But I'm just going to basically chill out for the next few days, you know, just try and enjoy myself and really try to unwind and get the most out of this holiday that I can. Therefore, I'm not going to film after this. I hope you enjoyed it, but I really enjoyed making these, you know, getting out, doing different activities. Obviously, it was full of different stuff for this holiday, but I'm just thankful that the weather held out because it's supposed to be raining, you know, from Monday onwards, and it's Wednesday now and it still hasn't rained. But anyway, I'm hungry, so I'm going to get into my dinner here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Always remember, peace, passion, power. I'm out. I'll see you next time.